Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to create your lantern. We're using the slab method, so we've gone over how to connect slabs and all of that. Now this is a little bit different. We have to measure a little bit more precise depending on what we have. So this is the lantern that I'm going to be doing. Obviously I will have my patterns on the side and whatnot, but this is the basic shape that I want. This is way more complex than you guys have to do, but I kind of wanted to make something a little different. So this involves a little bit of measuring, okay? So my top base is going to be much bigger than my bottom base, okay? So I'm gonna measure this out. It's gonna be 4 by 1.5, okay? And this bottom one down here is gonna be 2 by 3/4. So what I did is I measured them out onto paper. Okay, I measured them out by paper. So let's see. This was 4 and this is 1.5. Okay, and then my small one was half of that. So this is 2 and this is 3/4. Okay, so I just divided it in half and then I had my 2 bases. Okay, then I also have my sides. So obviously, if this is 4 and this is 2, okay, then these pieces would have to be 4 by 2, okay? So you have to make sure that you measure everything correctly. I drew it out on paper and then I cut out my pieces and I use these as my template to cut all of my pieces out, okay? All right, so I have all my pieces. Now, one thing is when I'm going to put them together, okay, if I have this piece here, and my next piece here, okay, I noticed that the 2 pieces were, this one here, okay, they weren't going together very well because the sides were not cut. So what I did is I went and sliced this down a little bit on both sides so that it would connect nicely like this, okay? So same thing as before. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of this. Okay, I'm doing my big piece, which is actually the top piece. Starting with that first because that's a bigger area. It'd be really hard to start with this one. So I'm gonna do this first. Remember, I'm going to, oh, and these are leather hard. Okay, so I blow dried them so that they're a little bit more dry. I'm gonna slip, or I'm gonna score. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw some slip on top. Okay, here, like so. And I'm also gonna wanna do my side where it's gonna connect to my next slab. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Next, I'm gonna do this little corner here. Okay, and my next piece, I'm also gonna do okay, and I'm also, so I put some slip on there, put a little bit more over here. Okay, I'm gonna put some on my edge where they're gonna connect. Okay, I'll go ahead and set this one right on the edge, making sure that it's right where the edge is gonna be. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my next one. And I'm gonna kind of squish them together. Like so, okay? Then, what I have to do is I have to take a coil. Okay, and I have to reinforce everything. So I'm gonna put a coil here. If you can see it in this crack here. Okay, squish it in there. And then I have to blend it. Okay, if you guys remember, see if I can hold it this way. It's gonna fall. Okay, so I have to go ahead and blend it in and up. Okay, and I'm gonna do that with all of my corners that connect. Okay, so I also want to do it on this seam in here. Okay, I'm gonna squish that in there. Blend it together. Making sure those come together nice and neat. I'm gonna smooth it out with my finger. Okay, and then I have my first two sides connected. Okay, I'm also gonna wanna come in here and blend this all together. Okay, and I will just take my wood tool and blend it. If I need to, I can put another little coil right there. Okay, so that's the basic slab method. Again, you need to measure everything out, okay, so that you have the correct dimensions. If not, it will not come out right. One other thing I want to show you, I said that I cut down these sides, right, so that they would connect. Okay, all you do for that, let me move this out of the way, is I take my X-Acto knife, okay, and I'm just gonna cut along this side at an angle. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna go ahead and add a coil in there anyways. Okay, I just wanna take some of this off, and I'm gonna do that to both sides so that they connect a little bit easier, okay?